What is going on, Pokemon trainers? Welcome to episode 259 of Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. It's Friday night. It's Tournament Friday. Thank you so much for stopping by and tuning in today. Today is actually, by the way, the last daily episode that I'll be doing for Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. I will be doing some more episodes as time goes on and other content going straight to my YouTube channel. So don't think I'm going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. But this will be the last daily episode of the Trading Card Game Online. So there will be more content coming up. There will be a lot more things going on in the future for my channel, for my YouTube channel, and for my Twitch channel as well. So don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. But I discussed it a little bit yesterday on yesterday's episode that I'm not able to continue to play the games or to play every day like I have been for the past year. So I'm gonna have to do things a little bit differently from here on out, and I think that's that's probably for the best as far as for me personally. But I think, if you enjoyed watching, or you still enjoy watching, or you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button as well. And I am definitely going to be back with other stuff. And there will be more trading card game episodes. They just won't be on a daily basis. I've been doing them Monday through Friday, but I can't do them that way anymore. So I have to kind of change some things. So, don't worry, it's going to be okay. But I think all is good for the most part. And, thank you for your continued support. And check out my Twitch page, which is right down here at the bottom of your screen, l3layze. So, any second now, we're going to get into a tournament, a standard edition tournament. I just used 8 tickets to get into a tournament, and I'm excited. I think this is going to be good. This is going to be the last tournament for a while. I'm going to take a little bit of a break from the game for about a month or so, and then come back to it a little bit later on. But I think it's going to be a good time away. Also, I have 2 packs of cards to open up a little bit later on in the episode, so don't go anywhere. If you're excited to see what kinds of cards I get in those packs, I think it's a Fates Collide and a Steam Siege? I think it's Steam Siege. Pretty sure it is. So I'll be opening those up a little bit later on in today's episode. So any second now we'll be getting into a tournament. The first match. Today's rewards and prizes. If I win my first match, I get a Sun and Moon, Guardians Rising pack, and a random pack. If I lose the first match, I get an uncommon chest and 50 tokens. If I win 2 matches, I'll get 2 packs of random boosters and 2 packs of Guardians Rising. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know how that's going to go, but we'll see. We'll see. This is, of course, the Golduck is OP deck, which is a pretty solid deck for the most part. I did just play 4 matches in a row and lost 3 of them, so it's not 100%, but it is, for the most part, it's pretty solid. So I'm certain I should be able to beat my first opponent. I hate this deck. This deck is tough. I fought this deck earlier today, and it's awful. It's basically your opponent gets 3 energy cards in the discard pile, and then gets 3 Metagross onto the in the active slot and on the bench. 1 in the active slot, 2 on the bench, and it can consistently do the attack for 150 damage here. So I'm really hoping they don't. She doesn't get that set up, but I have to make sure that I'm able to stop it too. So my opponent doesn't have any basics right now, so I wonder if that's intentional. It's probably super intentional, so we'll see how this goes. I'm going to be able to get a bunch of cards here. I'm going to go ahead and draw them because I need all the cards I can get, and also because my opponent could just use in and kind of make me reset my whole hand anyway. So I may as well have him in my hand. It's not hurting anything. It's very early on in the game. I don't think it's going to be a problem. So I think it's going to be okay. I think it's going to be aight. Aight. And here is the Beldum. The Beldum. Psyduck. I'm going to try to discard an energy card here. Nope. Let's go ahead and attach this energy card here. This is a free retreat cost, so that's good. I can't evolve yet, but that's okay. I'm going to make my opponent shuffle. I thought about that. I thought maybe I wanted to use Sycamore instead, but this might be better. I don't know. It actually was not better. I'm kind of upset about that, so we'll go ahead and just hit done here. I have to get something going here quickly, otherwise my opponent is going to have a field day with me specifically. So, I'm not too psyched right now. Not too thrilled about what's going to happen here. Oh, here's the Metagross already, so that's tough. I really should have done that Sycamore. I think that would have been a much better result. This algorithm, search your deck for up to 5 cards and put them into your hand. That's exactly what she's going to do. If I can get this Sycamore back, I can go ahead and shuffle everything back. Or get that in. I can go ahead and shuffle everything. So this is not going to be an easy match for me. This is actually a really good deck. It's a lot like the Lapras GX deck, but it's a lot harder to pull off because it is a Stage 2 Pokemon. So something to keep in mind there is this. This is the second time today I've come up against it. It wasn't the same person, I know that. But it is a pretty solid deck. And 2 more. Wow. 2 more. So I desperately need an in any way that I can get it on this turn. We'll see how this goes. But if I had to guess, I would guess very confidently that it's not going to be what I thought. Now, one thing I can do is I can try to get, if this Metagross gets powered up, I can try to get a different Metagross out into the active. Oh, perfect. And that would be fine. I'm going to attach here. So now that GX attack that she just used is now wasted. So that actually worked out really well. So here I'm able to do the attack. And get some other cards down also. Oh, perfect. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Okay. Let me get another Psyduck down here as well. I'm going to need one, so... Psyduck. I probably should have used this or that one right here instead, but it's okay. I can do the 120 right now. 160 is going to come my way, so that's unfortunate. That GX attack, I like the attack because it lets you choose any 5 cards, but it's almost a guarantee that your opponent is going to use in to make you shuffle your hand. So as much as that attack it seems beneficial, I'm guessing that what I just did is going to happen to you a lot if you try to use that GX attack. Just something to keep in mind and you know, understand that is a possibility. And a pretty solid one at that. Okay. So here's 160 damage. It's expected. Can't use it next turn because I'm going to KO this Pokemon. Oh, I'm not actually. Wow. Okay, there are no Pokemon in here, right? Okay, so I'm just going to use this one to get some extra cards. And this one to get the energies that I need. It's not going to be a KO, and my opponent is going to attach energy here. There's no energies in the discard pile, so I'm okay with that. I'm okay there. I have to be really careful, though. Even if my opponent retreats, she probably still could get this Pokemon powered up, which would be very unfortunate. So if she retreats, it's 3 retreat cost. She'll attach an energy and then also get the 2 from here back onto this one. So that's another 160 damage. So he's so dead, by the way. Super dead. I also have to get an energy card attached to something. Here's the Starmie getting KO'd. Ooh. That seemed like a really poor decision. I don't like that choice, that decision. I don't like that at all. Let's get another. Well, I guess Remoraid, sure. I didn't want to do that, but that's fine. Let's use this ability first. Maybe there'll be an energy card. Oh, cool. Actually, I needed that. I really did. So, I'm going to get this card back once it gets KO'd, so that's good. This one, I can discard this and get 2 more energies to do the 120 damage. I'm running very, very thin on cards I can use here, so my strategy is going to fall flat very soon if I can't get one of these things KO'd. Preferably the one that has energy on it. It doesn't really matter either way, though. Those are choice bands, which are... They're going to help a little bit, but they're not going to be the ultimate solution. There is Mystic Heart. It's going to do 120. That's 160 HP on that one. I get that card back, so that's good news. We'll attach energy there. Is there a Lysander down here? No. Really needed a Lysander, but that's okay. What else is in here? I don't want to use in, but it's the only card that's in there. So I'm going to have to use this to get an extra card. It's not quite what I had in mind. Okay, I guess we'll just discard one of those. Doesn't really matter all that much. So discarded the Versus Seeker because there's nothing in my discard pile right now anyway. This will do 120. My opponent's going to be pretty much powered up on the bench here in just a second. I know that there's a max elixir coming as well, or whatever it is. It's going to heal 100% of the damage I've dealt so far. That's probably definitely going to happen, and it's really scary. In fact, Skyla might make that happen right now. Yeah, max potion. That's what I meant to say. So boom. 240 damage now is gone. I hate to say it, but this is looking like it's not going to be a victory. This deck is very well constructed. It's a very good strategy, and it's really hard to fight against. So, if I can get a Lysander, I'll feel much better about my situation. Still have not gotten it, though. Gosh, I can't seem to win here. I'm down to 15 cards. I don't even know where they are. So here's what I hope is going to be a KO, but it's not going to be, or at least deal damage in the right direction. But he's gonna do his attack, and it's gonna KO this Golduck, or she is gonna make him do his attack, and it's gonna KO the Golduck. She's also trying to get more Beldums on the bench. If she has another Metang or Metagross, it's gonna totally destroy my strategy here. So, oh goodness, this is not looking good. I'm going to say well played, although interesting. Interesting that that happened. Well, I mean, I'll go ahead and do the attack, but I really do feel like that was interesting. No energy cards. But there was an ability. She could have gotten one from here. I wonder why she didn't try that. It must have been a mistake. Because she can still get 2 energies. Three now, so he's dead. Super dead. But I wonder why she isn't using it to another one. That's weird. Maybe she's trying to wait and see what happens, but I'm not sure if I agree with that. Okay. Is that 240? I just need to do 20 damage. I don't even need these energy cards right now. I'm just going to do the damage. Two prize cards. I'm really not sure how this is going to go over. I still don't have a Lysander. It's ridiculous. I don't know what's going on right now. That one's going to be 1 prize card, but a Lysander would be really cool right now. And I'm not sure why she's not trying to get energy attached, at least to here. Like, that should be a no-brainer, right? Still no... Lysander, which would totally get me in the right direction here. I know it's going to have to happen soon, but I don't know where it is. This one's going to get the energy that it needs. It's going to do the attack, and that's great. I've got a backup. If I just get a Lysander, I'm going to be in really good shape. But if I can't get a Lysander, it's going to be tough. And even then, I don't think it's going to be a victory. I think I'm gonna KO this one, but then it's gonna come back up and KO me. So I really don't have anything I can do. I mean, I guess I don't want to do this, but sure, I don't have anything good, so still nothing. And even I can't even use Lysander if I get it right now anyway. So, great. And all it takes is 1 KO now. Although what I could do... No, it's not going to matter. So, double jet. It's going to be into the game. Well played. Fun times. I feel like she could have wrapped this game up a lot more quickly. I'm not really sure why she didn't do this before, when she had the abilities and she had everything she needed to get everything powered up. I really don't know what the plan was there. So there it is. Tournament, last Friday tournament for a while, ends in a quick KO. So not quite what I had in mind, not what I was looking for, but you know, it happens. I can't really be too upset there. 25 tokens. I got an extra 50 from something else, or from this I'll get an extra 50. So hopefully by the end of today's episode I'll be able to get another Guardians Rising pack, and I'll open up everything today. Every pack that I have, every box that I have, I'll open it up today, just as a special bonus. And a thank you for stopping by and hanging out. So, here we go with another versus match. We'll see what's gonna be inside this one. I gotta say, I've only come against that deck twice today, and I'm really tired of it. I'm not a fan. It is a good deck. It's a very good deck, but man, is it frustrating to deal with. I think the trick there is, you know, you really want to strike first and be quick about it. If you're not quick about it, it's going to be a very hard time. So, okay, here we go. Psyduck up here. Remoraid down here. I have some options, which is good. This will likely be a Solgaleo. Yeah, I don't like Solgaleo decks. They're not my favorite. Gonna get this Staryu ready to go. And Confusion. Hopefully my opponent does not use in. If he uses in, it's gonna be a reset of my hand, which I kind of need those cards in my hand right now. So if it does happen, it's gonna be a little worse for wear. But teleport, not a bad move. Alright, here we go. That's actually a little better. I don't want to give my opponent any more cards, or give him anything else in his hand that he may or may not be able to use against me. So also discarding those cards helps me get Starmie, which is perfect. Now I can get those cards back, but I don't even need them because I have this. So two energy cards. That's a KO on this Pokemon. Oh, quick victory. Alrighty. Thank you. And more tokens that I can use to get more stuff. 158 so far. That 50 that I just got from the tournament is going to help get me over the limit for a Guardians Rising booster pack. So stay tuned for that. Win streak of 2 so far is actually pretty good. It's better than I've had in a while. Earlier today I was just losing game after game after game. It was very frustrating. So I will certainly take a 2 win streak right now, even if it doesn't seem like it's very much. So here is not a bad situation to be in. It's not great, but it's not bad. And we'll select done there. Let's see. Ooh, I don't like how this is unfolding though. This doesn't look good. Uh-oh, and 30 less damage. Wimpod evolves into Golisopod, and its ability also reduces damage by 30. So this is going to be terrible. 60 less damage. It's a beast, a powerhouse, you could say. I don't like it. I'm going to have to use this to try and stall a little bit. 4 of them. That's going to be tough. I can't even do anything right now. So, okay. I don't want to survive off of energy denial, but if I need to, I will. Nest Ball for another Wimpod. Coolio. DCE, good choice. I'm going to discard that too once it comes up here. I'm not liking how this is unfolding right now. I almost feel like it's going to end up being kind of a waste if I get through the whole match and don't win. I mean, it's possible that I could win, but I love the strategy. To me, the strategy is the most fun part of this game. And trying to figure out my opponent and stuff. That's for me, that's fun. So I've got an idea. It could work. I think it's going to work, actually. Except I don't have any energy cards. So that doesn't help me. Okay, well, I'll have to do it anyway. I can do that again next turn if I need to. So that's good. I'm going to have to do the 60. It's only going to do 30 damage, though. So, okay. If there's an evolution right now, I'm kind of in a hard place here. This is not going to work. Ooh. I don't like where this is going. It's going to happen right now. This is going to be a retreat, too. Or something. I don't like this at all. Uh, 80 damage is going to deal double damage to my Pokemon because I have weakness. And I can't even KO it. It's only going to deal 90 damage. No, it's only going to deal 60 damage. It's awful. I'm just going to say, well played right now. You have a good deck. I can't do anything. Here we go with that. Oh, I can discard those energy cards at least. That might help. That one. Yeah, we're getting rid of the double colorless. I don't know what you thought was going to happen. But that's what's happening. Getting rid of those double colorless. I can't even do any damage right now. That's awful. I'm not gonna attack. I probably should have switched out, but I need this Staryu to be something. Oh, great. Great, great, great. Weakness. It's pretty much over, folks. There's nothing I can do right now. He's just going to steamroll me. I can deal 60 damage, but I have to do that 3 times. And the whole while, he's going to be able to discard all kinds of stuff. So, you know. Or KO all kinds of stuff, I should say. So, I don't really get a whole lot going for me at this time. This might yield something. It did, kind of. But nothing I can use yet. So, whatever. I'm just going to let him steamroll me here because I don't want to forfeit. I don't like quitting. I could have put that Octillery up there with a Float Stone, but I had no way of knowing if I was going to get any good cards by doing that. So let's go ahead and just get Golduck. Nope. It's my only shot, and even then it's not a very good shot. So I also need to... I don't want to do this, but I kind of have to. Because I have to get him out of the active, so that's not going to help. I don't want to do that. Not really sure what choice I have, though. 2 energy cards would be great right now. Nope. Cool. This isn't going to do anything. This is just awful. This is a good strategy, too, that I've enjoyed seeing. Having that stadium card and this Pokemon out are super good for limiting what your opponent can do to you. I literally can't do anything to this person right now. So I'm just going to get Skyla. I'm going to get the energy things and just hope that I can get something good here. There's only 1 energy card left in the deck now, too, so that's even worse. $60 damage. Oh, it's 90. Okay. Interesting. 30 less damage with armor. Oh, it's not basic. That's what it is. Okay. My fault. I thought for sure that was going to help it, but I misinterpreted that card, and I know better now. I still am not going to win. That's for darn sure. But ouch. That is rough. Okay, well, I really need stuff that I can't get right now. Gosh. Staryu? Anyone? I don't even have any Staryus right now. Wow. 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 Okay. I guess I can use this one. Get rid of that. I can't retreat just yet. Unless I can get a second float stone, which would probably not happen here. Oh, cool. It worked. It actually worked out. No, it's not really that great. I still can't do anything with... I shouldn't have done that. That was kind of bad. Oh. I could do Scratch, but that's not going to do anything. I shouldn't have retreated. I should have left him there. So that's rough. He's going to attach energy card, KO this Pokemon. I'll be able to do something, but it's not going to be very good on the next turn. But it's my last resort, my absolute last resort. And I have Starmie now, so I can make something happen there. Of course, all he's going to need to do is use a Lysander to get the rest of the KOs. And what I just did was kind of something I didn't really want to do. I probably should have done the other option. Darn it. That's alright. It's okay. Let's get rid of these. This for energy cards. This is not going to be a victory, by the way. I'm only holding on to see how poorly this goes. But, okay, so we're going to do double jet. It should be the KO right here. And then, as long as I can keep doing it, my opponent is likely going to try to get something out there that have a reduction in damage. Yeah, that one makes sense. If he starts attaching energy to something else, I'm going to Lysander that out, like that one. Because I need that one to get KO'd. How many more? Oh, I've got all my Versus Seekers already used. But I think there's another Enhanced Hammer in here somewhere. Yeah. I guess we'll go ahead and get this one. I'm really running out of options. I should have checked that and see if there were any more. I've only got 4 cards left. I don't want to do anything else. I don't like where this is going at all. I'm gonna get KO'd. It's gonna happen. I'm almost certain he has all the energy he needs to make this happen. So I probably made a couple of mistakes there. I probably should have done something a little bit different as far as the as far as the options that I had on the last turn. I probably should have done something a little bit different. But it's alright. Okay, well, this tournament prize should be coming up any second now, so I'm going to go ahead and do one more match. I'm guessing they're still duking it out. That's why I haven't gotten my reward yet. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. My reward should have been... Wait, no, not that one. It should have been here. I would have gotten 50 tokens and an uncommon chest. So any second I should be getting that added to my inventory here. I didn't mean to leave. Hopefully it doesn't mess with anything. But we'll do one more match. And then I'll just start opening up packs of cards. So that'd be cool. I think I just fought this person. But I think it was a different deck. Maybe not just now, but I think I fought him earlier today. The name looks familiar. Okay, I will not go first. I probably should go first now, nowadays, but I feel like it's going to be, gosh. I mean, this is better than not having, 2 dive balls, because I can get anything I want with these dive balls, so that's good. I'm not sure how this is going to go, to be honest. I remember these, too. I remember having these card sleeves, so I really have no clue what's going to happen. Could be anything. Let's draw a card. Drampa. Okay. I don't like Drampa all that much. I mean, it's actually a really cool card. Now, I like the Pokemon, but the HP, I don't like him being right here, right now. If that makes sense. Luckily for me, he doesn't evolve. So I can retreat. I can attach energy. I can get some dive ball action going for Remoraid. More dive ball action for Octillery for the next turn. Get this attached here as well, and then I can confuse in the hopes that he'll hurt himself. It's a major hope, but it could happen. I think that I'll at least be able to get Remoraid out with some good stuff. Or Octillery, rather, with some extra cards, and I can use into... Ooh, that's rough. 80 damage if it works. It's rough. There's the heads flip, so this one... The law of averages says this next one's going to be a tails. So he may or may not have wasted his heads flip. I don't know. That actually is the exact same hand I just had with more cards. Nice. Law of averages working for you. Wonderful. Let's get Starmie out. That sounds like a good idea. Get everything set up and ready to go really early on. Can't ask for anything better than that. I'm going to go ahead and get the 2 cards I need to make this attack really pop. And I can just use Starmie to get those cards right back. So we're in good shape today. I like it. I like where this is going. This time. So he could KO himself if he flips tails again. He's likely to do 80 damage, which is totally fine. It won't KO me. We'll see how it goes. Okay. 80's fine. I can deal with that. And the victory. Okay. Thank you. Another present here. 25 tokens. Dunzo. Still have not gotten those, that reward. Well, I think I'm close enough that if I open up all the other things that I have, I should get everything I need. So let's go ahead and go into the collection. I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to open up everything in my collection right now because I not only have packs, but I have a couple of uncommon chests too. And these come with at least, 10 coins each, so I should be able to get where I need to be. This card is amazing, by the way. Delinquent. Discard any stadium card in play and make your opponent discard 3 cards from their hand. It's a super good card if your opponent has no cards in their hand, or 3 cards in their hand. It's a great card. Let's go ahead and open the rest of these. I'll go buy that pack of Guardians Rising, and then we'll move on. We'll get all 3 packs open today. So, oh, nice. Tradinc, 160 HP. The attack Silent Fear. Put 3 damage counters on each of your opponent's Pokemon. I did not think I would get a card that rare in these uncommon chests. That's pretty cool. See, I usually get stuff like potions, so I can't, I don't expect there to be anything good out of these things anymore. It's almost like they don't want you to get good cards. It's crazy. We're Madam, 100 HP, strike back for 20 damage. Hold on one sec. I have to sneeze. Okay, I don't have to sneeze anymore. Never mind. So strike back 20 damage times the number of damage counters on this Pokemon. An Iron Head does 60 damage. Flip a coin until you get tails. The attack does 20 more damage for each heads. Next up, what is inside the uncommon chest? 5 tokens. Ambipom, 90 HP. Fury Chance, 20 damage. Discard the top card of your opponent's deck. If that card is an energy card, do 60 more damage. And double hit for 50 damage. Times 2 coin flips. And 50 damage times the number of heads. So, next up, we are going to get the Chaos Tower, which will prevent Pokemon on the bottom side here from being paralyzed or asleep. And up here, it prevents confusion or paralysis. Right? Or poison. Confusion or poison. This one is paralyze or sleep. Preventing those status effects on either side. I think you get what I'm saying. Let's see what this card is. Oh, look, it's Aegis Slash. 140 HP, Painful Sword, double the number of damage counters on each of your opponent's Pokemon. Ooh, that's craziness. And Megaton Slash, 100 damage. The attack does 10 damage for to 2 of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Interesting. I like that card, but I think it'd be hard to pull off in a deck, but imagine a Decidueye deck where you're able to deal damage from the bench, and then you can just come out and double all of that damage. That'd be kind of crazy. Pangoro, 120 HP, Parting Shot, 10 damage. Switch this Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon, and during your opponent's next turn, any damage done by attacks from the defending Pokemon is reduced by 60. And Buster Swing for 90 damage. The attack's damage is not affected by resistance. Last uncommon chest I'll be opening up for a little while. And then we'll move on to some packs. Here is Snorlax, 140 HP, Toss and Turn, 30 damage plus 90 more damage if this Pokemon is asleep. Swallow for 50 damage. Heal from this Pokemon the same amount of damage you did to your opponent's active Pokemon. Let's go ahead and open up these, and I'll go ahead and buy Guardians Rising at the end here. So this is a Steam Siege pack. One of the few Steam Siege packs I have left over. I did just earn a Ancient Origins pack too, or maybe it was the Sky pack, but I can't open it because it didn't show up in my collection, so I don't know what's going on. Anyway, let's see what we got. Ooh, so Gastrodon, 110 HP, Sticky Shot for 20 damage during your opponent's next turn. The defending Pokemon's attacks cost 1 energy more, and its retreat cost is 1 more as well. Water Pulse for 60 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. Sneasel, super cool looking holo foil card, 60 HP. Neon Roll is 10 damage. Plus, you prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon, during your opponent's next turn on a heads flip. DeWatt is 90 HP, Razor Shell for 30 damage, plus 20 more damage if you flip heads. If you remember my videos, I think in February, I used Greedy Dice in a deck, and it kind of worked, but it kind of didn't. But Greedy Dice lets you play this card only if you took it as a face-down prize card, and put it into your hand. Before you put it into your hand, you can play the card, and you flip a coin. If heads, take 1 more prize card. Nidorino with 80 HP, Peck for 20, and Nidopress for 40 damage, plus 40 more damage if Nidorina is on your bench. Chimchar, 60 HP, Scratch for 10, and Ember for 30. Discard a Fire Energy card attached to this Pokemon when you use Ember. Kink with 50 HP, Disorderly Flip is 10 damage, times the number of heads, flip 4 coins. Meowth, 60 HP. Stall, you can use this attack only if you go second and only on your first turn. Discard an energy attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon and scratch for 20 damage. Lit Wick is 50 HP. Slightly Simmer, search your deck for up to 2 cards and discard them. Shuffle your deck afterwards. And Hoppip with 40 HP. Splash for 10 damage. And let's move on. I thought there was more to that. It's just Splash. That's all it does. So here is Fates Collide. Kind of a cool pack, a set, that, if I remember correctly, had some cool cards. Nice DCE right here. Always nice to have. Here we've got Altaria EX, 170 HP. Powerful Gain is 30 damage. If the Pokemon was healed during this turn, the attack does 60 more damage and heal 30 damage from this Pokemon. And Shining Wind for 80. During your opponent's next turn, the Pokemon has no weakness. I don't have any of these cards, and I have evolutions for this as well. I have like 4. I have 5 evolution cards for this Pokemon, and not a single basic. We've got Carbink, 80 HP. Energy Keeper, basic energy attached to your basic Pokemon cannot be discarded by effects of your opponent's attacks. And Stone Edge for 60 damage does 30 more damage if you flip heads. Dugong with 120 HP. Freezing Breath for 20 damage. Flip a coin if heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is paralyzed. If tails, they are asleep. And Aurora Beam for 100 damage. DCE, Double Colorless Energy. Ultra Ball. You may discard 2 energy cards from your hand and search your deck for a Pokemon. Put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. Snivy with 60 HP. Blot for 10 damage. Also heals 10 damage from this Pokemon. Minkchino, 50 HP. Tail Smack for 20 damage. Finnegan, 50 HP. Invite Out, flip a coin. If heads, switch one of your opponent's benched Pokemon with his or her active Pokemon. Larvitar, 60 HP. Reckless Charge for 20 damage, does 10 damage to itself. Meowth for 70 HP. Turmoil Strike does 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon that has any damage counters on it already. Let's go ahead and move on to a Guardians Rising pack and hopefully get something really rare, really cool. Got another one of these uncommon chests. May as well open it up real quick while we're here. This is pretty much everything I've been saving up. I got a Golduck. That's cool. That's wonderful. Everything I've been saving up for a long time. I was finally able to open on today's last daily episode. Now, I will be doing episodes a little bit later on, just kind of sporadically here and there, and they will go straight to my YouTube page. So they're also going to be live episodes from my Twitch channel, so stay tuned for those. Don't forget to go to my Twitch and follow me there because I do videos pretty much daily on the weekends, and since I won't be doing these as much anymore, I'll have more time to do videos on Twitch, so that's going to be super fun. So make sure you check that out. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for all the future content and information that I'll be sending out, and I'm also going to try to put together a couple of decks, maybe refine a couple of decks, so the videos I play in the future will probably have more refined decks, and decks that I won't necessarily be editing as the month goes on. So it's kind of interesting how that's going to play out. So definitely stay tuned for the future of my channel. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be online all the time. So if you haven't hit subscribe yet, you should. I recommend it. All right, here we go. So I got a new card over there. Over here, you know, I'm not thrilled. But anyway, 140 HP on this Victory Bell. Pollen Hazard does 20 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned, confused, and poisoned. Stick and absorb 80 damage. Heal 20 damage from this Pokemon, and the defending Pokemon can't retreat during your opponent's next turn. Wailord for 200 HP. Dive does 40 damage and prevents all damage done to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn if you flip heads. Open Sea for 80 damage. Heal 30 from each of your water Pokemon. Komala, 80 HP. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon whenever you attach an energy, it is now asleep. And Hypno Roll for 100 damage. The attack can be used if this Pokemon is asleep, but cannot be used. It does nothing if it's not asleep. Multi-Switch, move an energy from one of your benched Pokemon to your active Pokemon. Watchog, 90 HP. Scrutinize, look at the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck, discard one of them, and put the other card back. And Slam does 60 damage times the number of heads on 2 coin flips. Wailmer with 120 HP. Splash does 20 and Surf does 70. Helioptile is 60 HP. Thundershock for 10 damage. Paralyzes on a heads flip. Beldum here, 60 HP. Core Beam for 20. Discard a Steel Energy. Stuffle with 70 HP. Tackle for 10 and Hammer In for 60. Phantump for 60. Tackle does 10. Confuse Ray will confuse your opponent's active Pokemon. And a Grass Energy card for my energy needs. So, once again, folks, I want to say thank you to everyone who's liked my channel, everyone who's subscribed to my channel, everyone who comments on my videos, and for every minute of all of my videos that you've watched. Don't let up. Keep an eye out on future content and future things that are coming up here. Again, Twitch is where I'll be most of the time, but most of those videos will find their way here eventually as well. So don't worry about that. So I will not be back Monday with another exciting episode of Pokemon Trading Card Game Online, but there will be more episodes in the future, so don't worry about that. And until next time, until I see you again, I'll catch you on the flippity flip.